Hello, insane people that live in my head and not on my computer. I, Robert, here, have a wonderful Arknights analysis video for you of the operator Texas the Omertosa. Now, this operator, in my opinion, is the second best in the game. I am biased, I'll admit, but this is definitely an operator you want to get if you ever see her. And I'm going to go into details now, but do get her. I'm not even gonna do a thing where I wait till the end and be like, well, golly gee, she's actually really good. No, she is just really good. So let's just go over a quick analysis of skills, traits, and then we'll show her in action a little bit over the video here, and you'll kind of just get a better idea of what she does instead of what I could say over text or something. So her first skill, Silent Drizzle, is very mediocre. It has the longest duration of any of her skills, but that really isn't the biggest thing about her. You don't really keep Texas out for long, so that doesn't matter that much. Not to mention the silence part, even though it's a very long silence with some good arts damage, it's just not enough. Some enemies are immune to silence, like a lot of the boss ones that you might be throwing Texas at, and there are operators that do silence better. So I just can't really recommend this as it's pretty inconsistent. For Unrelenting Downpour as her second skill, this one is kind of a middling, right in the middle skill of what her first and third are, where it's pretty good damage. It's single target, and it hurts quite badly and has a 10-second cooldown at level 7, so it's right in between the two. The only real downside of this skill is that it's not her third skill. I'm a huge glazer of her third skill, but there's a very good reason for it, is because it's way more versatile. As we see here for her third skill, she pretty much drops a rain of swords with her and then constantly throws them at enemies, which stuns them. Now, the stun isn't super long, but it does interrupt them over and over and over. So enemies that are trapped in a fight with her, if they can be stunned, they're going to have a really bad time actually fighting her. That is probably the best benefit about her third skill, is that it just annihilates enemies. Also, it hits air targets. Also, it's a lot of damage. The usual Texas stuff. But the main thing that I think really makes her broken is absolutely Texas Tradition as her first talent. It's 28% attack. I believe it's 20% normally without her module. For me, it's 28%. But pretty much what it does is when you kill someone, you pretty much get another deployment of Texas right on that same tile. This is an absurd skill, because if she kills right at the end of whatever skill you're using with her and it comes back for a second round, she can do some really devastating damage. This is especially apparent with her third skill because it hits 5 targets in the area around her. So let's say there's like a drone flying by while you're hitting a boss. Those swords will come and smack that drone, killing it, and then Texas gets her deployment again. She will. I don't think she actually even loses her damage reduction. Oh, no, she does. She does lose her damage reduction. That's her second skill. Her second skill is just some basic attack speed and damage reduction before her first kill. So it kind of helps her secure herself immediately. It is only 25% damage reduction, which isn't a lot. It does help, but she's not meant to be a defensive character. And it really, all it does is just kind of help her stick around for a bit before she gets that first kill and starts making things happen. But all in all, this operator's low cost, fast redeployment time, it's 15 seconds instead of the usual 60. So you can deploy her over and over and over. Remember that the DP cost increase caps at 2 redeployments, so she'll go from, well, at least mine will go from 9 to 14, I believe, and then 14 to 18, and then that's it. So that is what really makes Texas absurd, is that you can keep throwing her at problems over and over and over, especially if they're slow bosses. You can get her down like 4 to 5 times before they become a real problem by getting to your backliners. This operator used to be, in my opinion, the best operator in the game over like Chen Alter and Milinar, because she was so flexible and she really changed the way you played. You did kind of have to use a lot of attention on her, but it was very, very worth it. Whistle is definitely better than her. As much as I hate to admit it, she is just better. But this is not an operator to sleep on. If she comes around on like a banner or something, get her. Definitely get her. She will make your life so much easier. So, in turn, I'm going to just arbitrarily add a Robert rating scale here. I'd give her 4.9 out of 5 Roberts. Absolute banger of a unit. Her only downside is that DP cost and the attention you have to put on her, but that is like literally every other operator. So, absolute GOAT. The champion. All right. Thank you, and have a fantastic day.